Hello. As you can see, there has been a slight change in plans. Um, I was going to play Star Wars, but I forgot I am in closet. It does not bode well for keyboard and mouse. So, so we will find something on Steam to play for 2 hours before we do our reaction hour. Joshua, welcome, my friend. Uh, Let me tell you, it was a scramble getting this set up. Thank you, Turtle. Thank you. So because I'm in the closet again, uh, setting up a keyboard and mouse in here is just very difficult. It would make a whole bunch of noise for the mouse or the microphone, way more than usual. Um, so we're gonna try and find something on Steam that I can play on a controller. That'll be fun. And we'll carry on. That'll take place the place of the Star Wars tonight. This is why I made the lead, Star Wars wise. This is why I got the lead. For nights like tonight where I forgot I can't record Star Wars tonight. So I would do Kingdom Hearts, but it's big. It would take a long time to install, and we'd kind of just be staring at each other for an hour or two. Um, Before I make any drastic decisions, I'm going to tell you a story about two men named Saddam and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah. Let's not talk about that. I know how to do this. Let me go into big picture mode. That'll make this so much easier. Big picture mode. Wrong screen. Stop that. Good God. Damn it, Steam. Play Borderlands. See, I gotta look for something that's not gonna have a ridiculous loading time, like download time. And I feel like Borderlands would. Let me see. I gotta check the size of it. Plus, the first Borderlands is pretty slow in the beginning. Ugh. Nah, just some stock photo in the background. It happens. Um, where? Good God. Damn it all. Sorry. Also, I have come down with whatever my child had. Runny nose, sore throat, and generally winded just by doing anything. So I'm a little out of it this evening, but we're still going to have a good time. I refuse to let it stop me. Let's see. Why is none of my Borderlands showing up? Oh, because I categorized that one. Hold on. Shooters. Did I do it in looters? RPGs? Did it around here somewhere. Party games, Final Fantasy fighting card, boredom. Borderlands. Oh yeah, I gave Borderlands its whole own section. Uh 12 gigs, that's not terrible, but like I said, the first one's really slow in the beginning. I don't feel like I'd have as much fun. Just because it takes forever to get through the first few quests. But we gotta have something fun in here. Without a doubt. Oh, I could start. Okay, guys. It's about time I did this. Because. Uh, Here's the thing. Feel free to shame me in the chat because I deserve it. I have never played through Final Fantasy VI. I have played every Final Fantasy except 6. There are people who are going to be very upset when they hear this because there are a lot of people who believe it's the best one. I don't think it can beat Final Fantasy VII for me. Just saying. I've played a little bit of 6. Just a teeny tiny bit. But not a lot. So we're going to go ahead and get that party started. Finally. You played Kingdom Hearts. You played Final Fantasy adjacent. Your experience of Kingdom Hearts would only be enhanced by playing Final Fantasy. That was a quick install. Holy hell. Okay. Final Fantasy 6. Play. Yes. What? I said play, damn you. Running install script. It said it was installed. Oh, also, Zach, thank you so much for the redirect. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I am very out of it tonight. I'm sorry. How was Zach's stream? Did y'all have a good time? Were we playing World of Warcraft? Okay, there we go. Good God, that's loud. Let me turn that down a bit for y'all. Jesus. Nice dramatic intro. Do I have to play it in this size? No. No. Really? Hold on. There's got to be a setting. Hold on. No. What? Okay. I changed my mind. I don't feel like messing with that right now because it's going to take a lot of work in OBS to make that look decent. Shit. You saved Tannis? He neglected you the whole time? Zachary. I don't know if your full name is Zachary, but Zachary. Good. Good. A good, courteous host. That's what he should be. We love him for it. Good. 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 Turtle, blink twice if you're in trouble. Your Charizard is going to be destroyed by my Lapras using Surf. Big waves big enough to get your Charizard. Okay. What am I doing? Because I don't feel like reformatting Final Fantasy VI to look decent right now. That's stuff that needs to happen before stream starts. Ugh. That's a fun game, but I don't think it probably doesn't have the player base to be good to stream tonight right now. God. I never thought there'd come a day where I'm sitting here looking at a wall of video games and can't decide what to play. It's a weird experience. Ooh. No. No, that's going to drive me nuts with a controller. Um what we got? What we got? What we got? Ooh. Pot of Greed to summon Black Lotus. Play Mario World? I can't play Mario World. That would take like another 15 minutes to try to set up the capture card. But how about a little blast from the past? I haven't played this in years. Like, I think I got this from a Humble Bundle. I never actually installed it or played it. This is something that's made for a controller. Come on, it said 300 megabytes. Why is it taking this long? Listen, listen. I can enjoy the classics. Okay? Don't hate. And I do have a few gray hairs. Not gonna lie. It's definitely not many. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, that looks gray, but it's not. The light is not helping. Few little silver boys hanging out in my hair. Come on, Final Fantasy VI downloaded faster than this. And I think technically it was bigger. I don't know. Okay, now I need to change the stream to show that I'm playing Crash Bandicoot. Just a moment, everybody. Back in the closet indeed, sir. Okay. Let's see. That's the live stream. Let's full screen this. Edit. Gaming. Crash Bandicoot. Classique. We'll start with the first one. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to suck at it. Wow, Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh blend there in your deck, sir. I see what you did. Okay, so stream should be showing the correct game now. Why are you taking so long to download? Hold on. Am I having issues? I can't open my account panel? What the heck? This isn't good. Why am I in the closet? Did Ashley kick me out? No, I have my aunt and uncle in town. And they needed the spare bedroom. Which means this is where I am now. Where are my downloads? There we go. Come here. Oh yeah, we had a dip. What was that about? What is currently okay? Bandicoot is currently downloading. All right. It should be done soon. Library. What the heck? Is stream okay? I faded for a second. That's not good. Oh. And now this is like freezing up on me. Come on. I've streamed from here before with no issues. I'm not trying to stream to kick, so I'm not like straining my connection. Let's do a speed test. Oh. I'm just a hair over 100 megabits per second download, which is serviceable. It'll be done soon. Do you ever get sick and then you're like just miserable enough that you can tolerate it, but it still sucks? Take refuge among the stars. We are here. We are waiting. Oh, yeah. Counter spell? This is the craziest card duel I've ever seen in my life. Frankly, I'm lost. All right. Download is going. I will be right back. I'm going to go wake myself up a little bit. And we will get rolling as soon as the game is done installing. Let me get back to my library menu. Here we go. And we can watch it there. Yeah, 59%. I'll be right back, everybody. Okay. Hey, it's ready. All right, everybody. I'm back. Sorry for the late start. We adapt. We overcome. Okay. Okay. That's better. That'll do.
Activision presents a smashing blast from the past.
No. You gotta let me use the controller now.
My vicarious vision.
There we go. Okay. Accept.
It's Crash Bandicoot.
And we start at the beginning.
But, Dr. Cortex, we haven't determined the cause of past failures.
Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant.
I don't remember the story of this game at all.
We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him.
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
I don't remember this happening. Now this is familiar. There we go. Life up. Oh, whoa, hold on. What's with the motion blur? No. Really? Graphics. There it is. Okay. Yeah. We hate motion blur. We don't do that.
What have we got?
They even left like the kind of lag before he does the front flip from the original. Yep.
What have we got?
Checkpoint.
What have we got?
Oh, right. Oh. What am I missing? Oh, I didn't break out all the boxes. Okay. And no worries, man. It happens. Yeah, play along with me. This game is great. Stormy Ascent is now available. I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll find out. I don't know what Bubsy 4D is. Oh, shit. Well, it was bound to happen. Wait, what? That wasn't a thing before, was it? There we go. Whoop. Dang it. There we go. Oh, Jesus! Where in Stormwind to learn swords? In the trade district, you'll find Wu Ping. So like imagine you just walked into the city, go straight, and then on the right, where there's like the big crossroad to go to the other districts, on the right will be a building with the weapon master in it. His name is Wu Ping. Dang it. I knew I was gonna be bad at this. I warned y'all. How do I unlock this thing? Whoa. Oh, I remember this. This could either go really well or really poorly for me. Oh, Jesus. Well, it went badly. Hey. Bonus level? Bonus level. I vaguely remember this. It really is. I remember it blew my mind the first time I played it. Because I was used to playing Mario. It was all side scrollers. And it was finally a 3D platformer came out, and it also played really well. Hell yeah! Just to find that I'm in the closet again. Indeed. I think for like a good few years after this game came out, just at random to catch people off guard, I would just go, it would scare the shit out of them. But I also loved scaring people when I was younger. Like, it was one of my favorite things. I have more time, I rewatched it and remembered how low quality the first one is, so if you have spare time, the part 2 is amazing and greatly improved the base idea. We'll see. I picked the 2 videos for tonight because I know they're both roughly around 21 minutes, and I definitely want to do that death battle. So I can definitely do the reactions for the second one in another stream. I was a serial scarer, so there's still one scare that was best above them all. And it was one time my sister and her girlfriends were all watching The Strangers together in her room. And I waited outside the door until everything kind of got quiet. And I just shoved open the door as fast as I could and screamed at the top of my lungs. And every single head in that room whipped around and started screaming. It was glorious. Yes, I was a terror. I was known for it. One sister. I only have the one. It was just my sister and her girlfriends. There was like 3 other girls. It was an AoE scare. And a very good one. Oh, I should have hopped on the turtle for the box. Oh well. Alright. Pokeboys. Oh, you shit. There we go. That's how that works. Oh. Yeah, one sister. No, not Cap OG. What am I doing this week? This week is I do need to set you guys up for a Planet to Conquer. Unfortunately, I was going to do that tonight, but forgot that I was going to be in the closet. So tomorrow, sometime during the day, I will be able to set that up for sure. Actually, officers can do it too. Oh, bonus stage. Wait. TNT. Okay. Wait, what did that do? Oh. Oh no! Fuck. Well, I lost the bonus. No? I can redo it. Oh, thank goodness. Really? Well, you guys can super chat me one of these days. We'll get to the 500 mark. It's coming one day. Oh, no, no, no! Shame. It's bounce on the first box, hit the other box while in midair, and then hop across the others. Okay. Or, oh, that, oh! It happened way too fast. My old man brain did not comprehend. Whoop. Alright. Okay. Nope, don't do it that way either. I fell so fast, which was weird. Okay. That's better. Okay. There we go. We're just gonna ignore those boxes on the bottom. I accidentally kicked one of the extra lives. Dang it. Man, I've played Borderlands semi recently. I played Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It just felt weird though. I don't know, it wasn't as fun as 2. 2 is the GOAT. Pre-sequel was okay. I remember in 2, anytime Butt Stallion showed up, or anytime Handsome Jack talked about Butt Stallion, I was laughing my ass off. Handsome Jack was just such a good villain. Oh no, not this level. Okay. Wait. Wait. Indiana Jones level. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. No, 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 no. No. Whew. Checkpoint. Thank goodness. Oh, no, no, no. Bad time to wipe my nose. It was so itchy, though. Okay. Oh, nope, nope, nope. We don't have time. We don't have time for that. Okay. Oh, God. No! I was right there! Okay. We got this. We got this. Ooh! Got the diamond too. Very nice. Woo! Got the diamond. I didn't get a key, I don't think. Who knows where that is? It was fun. Krieg was a lot of fun. Tannis, are you really going to lick people's armpits? That is dedication for the stream that I have never seen before. Congratulations. Wait, I don't think I've ever even seen a real-life Bandicoot. Okay. My curiosity is brimming now. Hold on. Let's see. What does a Bandicoot look like? Why are you being this way, computer? It's being a goofy goober. It's not responding to my commands. Okay, a Bandicoot. Animal. Wow, they took some serious creative liberties. This is what a Bandicoot looks like. Ah. There we go. It's more like a little baby kangaroo. Or a, oh, what are they called? The little ones you get in the desert in Ark. They start with a J. Oh, what is that freaking creature called? It's like a Jabra or something like that. I don't remember. It's the one that tells you when a storm is coming. There we go. Oh, come on! I'm not kidding. It actually does. It tells you when the weather's coming. When there's like a storm or a sandstorm. It like sniffs in certain directions, does little movements. Oh, a jerboa. That's what it's called, a jerboa. I remember now. You know, can anybody name the show where characters in the show would try to steal toenail clippings? And why they tried to steal them? I feel like I've talked about this before, but on the off chance that I haven't, who knows what I'm talking about here? No! Come back! No, not Ed, Edd n Eddy. I think they were still airing at the same time. My darling wife, you are correct. Ah, Real Monsters. Toenail clippings were currency to the monsters. And they found a person who would store all of their toenail clippings in a jar. And they pulled a whole operation in the middle of the night to steal the jar. Oh, what the hell? He was open. His mouth was wide open when I slid in there. Oh, it was the fish. I hit the fish. Okay. I knew I'd get somebody's attention. The correct term is phrasing. Alright. Let's see how this goes. No, no. Damn it. There's gonna be a lot of these. I mean, there's more boxes I could get. No. No. I would only mess it up. Tannis is going to be licking a lot of armpits tonight. He's going to have onion breath. Okay. All right. We made it. Oh, boss time. Okay, right. I have to jump on his head. There we go. Jesus! Sir, your crack is out. Quit shaking it at me. Got him. Flawless victory. Some leg sweat. Salty. Wait, is that a bonus stage? Coco's time machine? You want her to join your adventure? Oh, we swap. Sure. I don't know how that works. Oh, okay. Why not? That's new. I don't remember that happening in the original. Okay, she does the same thing. Nothing different. But she doesn't front flip. I wonder if that means anything. Oh! Embarrassing. Oh, I got it! Okay. That one. Give me that one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. That could have been really bad. Whoa. Okay. No. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Are you saying Josh is your father? The composer for Spyro the Dragon worked on Star Wars Droids Factoid. Oh! Did not know that. Ooh, that was good. Got all of them for once. Wonder what that gets me. Which way was I going? Was I going this way? Or this way? I was facing this way when I came out. Oi, oi. Yeah, there we go. I missed one somewhere. Huh. I did not know that. Oh, oh. There we go. I was short 3 box. Oh, no, no, no. 23 boxes. Who knows where those were? I don't. I didn't skip many that I saw. Jesus. I guess there's like hidden routes that you can't really, that aren't obvious. And I'm just trying to get to the end. Oh, I can't use it for this one. Okay. Hog Wild. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I remember this. Oh. Oh. Oh, I got jukes. Oh, did not have juice that time. I know that I was joking. Ow. Ah, Jesus. I lost my concentration. I was so confident. All my skill went out the window. Oh, that sucks that they put the freaking box right there. It's a very short window to dodge the guy afterward. Okay. Okay, I need to dodge to the left on that part, I guess. Nope, that didn't do it. I guess I gotta barely clip that box in order to dodge it. Nope, didn't do it that time either. It is a skill issue. It very much is. Aha! Got him that time. Oh my god, really? Guys, we might have a crash out tonight. I remember this frustration as a child. It was horrible. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, oh. Progress. Checkpoint. Oh! No! No! It's right there! The zone left me. Bullshit! It's not bullshit. It really feels like one. There is a rhythm game, technically a rhythm game, that I want to play on this channel if I can get it set up and working properly. And that's Rocksmith. It's literally Guitar Hero with a real guitar. And they actually teach you how to play the song. 2 boxes. I was so close. Oh yeah. Yeah, legit. Like you plug in your guitar. Hold on. Let me show you. The current version you can get is actually, you can only get Ubisoft's like subscription Rocksmith Plus version now. But since I had Rocksmith 2014 before that, it's still in my Steam account. Even though they tried to like semi-brick the game after they came out with Rocksmith Plus, the modding community said no. So let's see, Rocksmith 2014. And we'll just pick a song. Hold on. Bohemian Rhapsody is too long. This is a fun one. What's this? Sir, your sound's broken. Oh no, I have the site muted. Hold on. See? And I actually was able to get guitar strings that matched the color coding for the game, which was really cool. I actually learned quite a few songs through this game. Whoop. Alright, so. Yes, I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs to play on Rocksmith, actually. But yeah, that's what it is. You can legitimately learn the actual way to play these songs through this game. I love it. It's fantastic. I've spent many hours on it. And if I can get it set up again, I would absolutely love to do a stream playing that for you guys. I wish it did. I haven't seen one yet. There were people who created dongles that you could hook up to your rock or to an electric drum set and hook it up to Rock Band, which was pretty cool. We never got it though. Oh, no, no, no. Ow. My problem with Rock Band was I broke a lot of drum pedals. Until I was finally able to get some like magnet sensors. The ones that do the basic, you know, on and off when they're close enough to each other. Put that on an actual drum pedal. And treat that as the pedal for Rock Band. And I didn't break pedals anymore. Let's see here. If this is the level I think it is, I remember getting stuck on this a long time ago. Oh shit, shit. Okay. I think it's my most hated level. It is one of these wall levels, like where you're climbing up the fortress. Yeah. Oh shit. Closeted man discovers childhood. Yeah, yeah. Okay. No, you brat. No! Nope. Sometimes you just gotta spank a monkey. No, no, no. Okay. Jump. There we go. I love that movie. The Grinch easily is one of Jim Carrey's best performances ever. Really? He wasn't even touching me yet. It's a ridiculous hitbox. Oh, I guess I can't jump that. I just have to wait till it goes down. Okay. Unabaga yourself. I wonder if there's anybody out there these days who's played Crash Bandicoot and they heard the sound effect the mask makes when it pops up and think that's offensive. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. There you go. Get out of here. No! Okay. This is a shitty situation. Okay, alright. What happens if I stand on this? Oh, really? It doesn't block it? Fine. I got that death purely out of curiosity. There we go. Wait. There were people? Okay, I'm not surprised, but it is ridiculous. Oh my god. All right. Oi. You know, it reminds me actually, now that I think about it. So I went to college in a university. And I don't know if you've heard the discussions about universities and the way they teach the arts and stuff. And how ridiculous it can be when it comes to what's considered offensive and what certain things in the media are sexist or against women and all these other things. It's true. That's how some of these classes are. I had a class where I was studying African American fiction and the supernatural. Now, we got to read some cool stuff. We got to read Black Panther. We actually got to, as a class, go see Black Panther because it had just come out. But I did, and I got in arguments with my teacher because of it. But basically, she pulled up a female superhero character. And we all know that in comic books, female superhero characters are drawn with very exaggerated proportions. So are men, but we don't talk about those. And the point being made in the class is that, well, this character is 17 and has the curves of an adult woman, and it's brainwashing young men to think that pedophilia is okay. To which I raised my hand and I'm like, that's why we have parents to say pedophilia is not okay. Like, I never had this problem. I don't know anybody else who's had this problem where they saw a comic book with a 17-year-old girl with womanly proportions and thought, yep, 17's the age. Nothing older, never. That's just me. And I was very vocal about that to my teacher, and she did not appreciate it at all. Because like everybody would so I followed people like Jordan Peterson and other, you know, I don't want to say Republican, but more like conservative voices and what they were saying about the universities and how they taught their courses. And I saw so many people saying the universities aren't doing that. They're not doing that. And I'm literally in a class that is doing that at the same time. And I'm like, no, guys, it's legit. They are. And it's a little ridiculous. And they get mad when you question it. They tell you to rewrite your paper when you didn't find enough offensive things in the book you read. They did. They made me do that. I literally turned in my paper. I said there really weren't that many things offensive in this book. If anything, the female characters got away with murder because they covered each other's backs enough, and the men didn't think that the women were capable of these murders. So they benefited from men thinking women weren't strong enough to pull off this murder. I'm confused. Anyway, very odd offshoot topic. It was annoying. Yeah, Jordan Peterson's pretty great. A lot of his early stuff is really good, especially when he first started having trouble with universities. I feel he's a little heavy-handed nowadays when it comes to some of the things he thinks and says and the way he argues with people. It doesn't feel like it used to. But, yeah. It's just, there's a lot of things that from a psychological aspect, he can put into perspective in a very logical manner. Ah, Jesus. Let's try that again. Alright, cool. That was actually an easy bonus level. I'm a little surprised. Yep. Oh, shit. No. Okay, favorite Spider-Man from 1 through 3. Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and obviously first Tobey Maguire. Oh. That's tough. I think Tobey Maguire. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I grew up with Tobey as well. But thinking back on it, I feel like he was the most like the comic book Peter Parker. like Tom Holland's Spider-Man seemed a little more naive than the animated series and comic book Spider-Man from the past. Like I don't remember the character acting that young in the 95 animated series. I think it was 95. Okay, I didn't go all the way to the bottom. Damn it! I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom. Yep. I think this is the level that I gave up on a long time ago. Maybe. And it was because of this. It was because of crashing all the way to the bottom. Just one too many times. No, no. Damn it. Okay. Lock it in. Lock it in. No, I didn't hit the thingy. Okay. No! I'm not giving up yet. The game's trying to make me. Now. Aye. There we go. Come on, come on. We can do it. One more. No! Oh, thank goodness. There we go. Woo-wee! Good night, my love. Sleep tight. Actually, I'll be right there. Give me just a minute. I will be switching to reacts at midnight. Because then we'll be at the 2-hour mark. But then again, you guys are asking for the react. So I can actually switch when I get back. I'll be right back. All right. The Trog hurdle. Texas is central. Yes. All right. Let me see if I can finish off this level. And then we can move on to the reaction videos. No! No, I needed that turtle! Oh. I'm not offing myself to get the turtle back. Okay, hold on. Small hop. Nope, can't small hop. Oh, you dick! Stop! No! Okay, well, now we get a second chance at that box. There we go. Oh, okay, I can't jump that without hitting the thingy. Alright. Aha! Oh, what? I was right behind... Ha! I almost put my fist through my computer. Ouch. Okay. Alright. Alright, come on now. Oh, this game! This... Is that a pity mask? Did I just get a pity mask? Well, I appreciate it, because apparently I needed it. No! 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 Okay. Okay. Alright. Progress. Progress! Son of a bitch! Oh my god, I thought it said shame! It said game over, but I thought it popped up and said shame! Okay, no. No more of that level. That level wins again. Oh. Alright. We're done with Crash Bandicoot for the night. Wait. How do I exit? Okay, let me save. Yeah. If you load slot... No. I'm trying to save. Oh. That was the autosave. No, not select level. No. Quit. My thumb is starting to hurt. I'm pressing these buttons way too hard. Listen! I am not a boomer, sir. I'm a millennial. Oh, right. I'm supposed to be exiting. Back. Yes, I want a quick game. Okay. All right. Okay. YouTubes. All right. Minecraft art. There it is. Okay, so pull this up. Pause. Immediate pause. Okay. Doing some reactions, good sir. So everybody, today we're reacting to Minecraft ARG, but the protagonist is tired. This is a submission from a viewer, Turtle. Thank you for your recommendation. I will give you my background on Minecraft. I played pretty early Minecraft. For example, I stopped playing before you were able to start flying. Whenever the wings were released, that came out after I stopped playing the game. I haven't played Dungeons. I haven't played any of the offshoot games or game modes. It was just base Minecraft. Correction. I played very early Pokemon mod for Minecraft. That was the only other thing I did. So we're gonna see what this is about. I'm hoping it's funny. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Haunted How? The pig? What was on the pig's ass? Where the hell did the pig go? I've never seen that happen in Minecraft before. What was that? What? I wouldn't go out there. It's gonna be closer now. It is, I think. And it literally disappeared when he broke the glass. He's gonna make more glass, okay. I don't know if this was an inconsistency in the filming, or if he ate and he cut it out. But he took damage when that creeper exploded, but he still has full health. But I'm guessing he either ate, and that's why he's down to 2.5 health left, or 2.5 hunger loss, and then just regenerated the health and cut out that portion. Just something I noticed. I don't know. That's something I'm gonna call out anytime I see it, because yes, I overanalyze like fucking crazy. Okay, so listen. I love when continuity is peak. Okay? When I see a character in 2 different cuts in the same scene and their hair is slightly different, takes me straight out of it. Because I know that this scene was not filmed all together. Drives me nuts. So if you watch, I will show you real quick. I know this is completely a break away from the actual reaction, but this gives you context for why I react the way I do. I made a trailer for the SWTOR 2 or KOTOR 2 playthrough. If you watch that video, I have one small continuity error in there. And if you can tell what it is, kudos to you. It's very, very minor because I paid very close attention to where everything was in the room before every shot because I didn't want to throw off the continuity. Oh, you're gonna go check, Zach? Okay, well, I'm gonna continue the video, and if you call it out, let me know. So did you just log out? Yeah, that would make me shut the game off too. Let me guess, he's gonna say black square where. You just digging to get away from it. Is it down there? No. No. So it's only in the overworld? But if he goes into like a crevasse, can it come down? Normal fucking zombie. Okay. Are we just mining at this point? Okay. Coming back up out. What the Immediate panic. Yeah, close it off. I mean, it worked before. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Quick pause. I did not expect this to scare me or jump scare me, and it did. Jesus. I meant the video where I get turned into the dark side character. The live action little like trailer video. It was the live action video I put out before KOTOR 2 started. And then we are mining diamonds. Okay, I have a message for you. Don't interrupt me, you will be taken soon. This world isn't yours. I'm just letting you play on it. Not right now, but soon. I take it didn't like that. I need to stop being so close to the screen. Now, where is it? Where's the mouse? Can't see it. Okay, for perspective, I am watching this like 2 feet away from a 40-inch TV. I'm not playing on just a regular monitor. It's like not a 40-inch, 35-inch TV. So that's why the jump scare scared the shit out of me. Is it not sounding good right now? It should be. It's not that far from me. It's like, it's closer than the screen is. But I'll go ahead and continue for now. I'm only halfway through. It's already really good. What was that sound? A cow? Is that a duck? Baby cow? Straight underground again? I mean, that didn't save you last time. But I feel like the game's gonna get angry that he killed that cow. That wasn't there before? Glowstone. More glowstones. Prison? Those look like cell doors. Huh. And you got locked in. $25, $24, $23. It's a lot of TNT. Where the hell? Where did he start from? Over there? No. I mean, it has light, though. What the? They nearly have the same name. The person playing has 2 L's in their first name. So is that one the thing that's haunting him? Hey, Matic, welcome back, sir. How are you? Maybe he is in the Upside Down. It seems like that. Like, what if he's the ghost the whole time? You're you and you're a dick. Also 4. That makes sense. Glad to hear you're doing good, sir. Just immediately, nope. Fair enough. Well done, game. Well done, video. They leave him in the distance really small so you lean in and then bam. Good job. Very good. So close to 500. We're going to get there. I'll be happy when we're there. I'm happy now though. I'm just loving it. Having a good time. Where's the bed though? This dude doesn't have his priorities straight. He did. He moved his stuff underground because that's where he was hiding from it. Its name is Hungry. The zombie? Come to the iron doors? Absolutely not. Why should it matter? You're probably gonna eat me or something. I think that's a fair assumption. No. Clock? Or why? Panic. Straight panic. It's downstairs, isn't it? No? He's gonna hide it. Yeah. You forgot a torch. It's looking for you. Where are you, Colin? Is it breaking through his shit? It sounds like it's breaking stuff and picking up stuff. What the fuck? You found 3? Hold on, quick pause. What are the 3? Because I remember only 1. Help me out here. Okay, maybe 2. Maybe 2 now, actually, that I'm thinking of. The white cable. Coffee cup placement, I remember that one. Sticker things on the desk. I missed that one. That wasn't one of the ones I was thinking of. I'll reveal the other one that stuck out to me the most, and it stuck out to me the most because I, in the moment while filming, decided, fuck it, it's just gonna have to happen. Okay. So if you watch it again, during the early scenes, my Nintendo Switch is on the pink shelf next to the desk. Okay? And the handles on it are the Breath of the Wild Legend of Zelda handles. Controllers. But in the scene where you zoom in on my face, at the very end, you'll see that the Switch actually has the red and blue controllers attached to it. I think. I'm pretty sure that was an inconsistency I had in there. And that was the one that bugged me because I knew it happened. And I was just so tired by the time I was done filming. I was like, I'm not refilming it again. I had spent a good 4 hours just setting up the different shots and like shooting the scenes at least 3 times each. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep watching and find out what happens with Hungry here. Don't do that. No, don't look up. Don't. Okay, so he was breaking shit. Behind you? Did you even check? You didn't even clear the room! You didn't even look at every corner! This is why you died! Okay. Yes, they are also hungry. I don't know about the skeletons. They can't really eat. Well played. I can see my camera footage in front of me. Okay, we're not watching the sequel yet. That's gonna be a separate video, separate stream. Well played, sir. Well played. Okay, so that was really good. Not only was it sufficiently creepy, but the way they filmed it was actually pretty impressive. They made sure that it was really hard to see Hungry in the distance so that you'd lean in and look really close, and then they jump scared you immediately after. Like, that was really smart. 1000 Civilization Simulator in Minecraft. Other stream as well. I will do that. But that was really good. I enjoyed it. I never thought. So jump scares happen in Minecraft for me when I'm playing it because I could die, right? But I'm just watching the video. I'm not in the situation. But it felt creepy the whole time, which is really cool. So the fact that somebody can take a game like Minecraft and craft a story that makes you feel on edge and can actually jump scare you is really good. I love that. So now, since the topic came up, I'm going to look for my video that I created, and I'm going to do a quick reaction to that and the continuity errors. I need to know. I need to see them. So I know what to avoid next time. Oh man, that's going to be really far through the list. Just skip a few pages back. Boy, we've done a lot of videos. I remember being really excited when I hit 100. We're at 393. Killing it. That doesn't count the lives, by the way. There it is. Let's see. I have to know. Okay, wait. Okay, you see my Switch? It's right now. Do it right now. Look at on top of the pink shelf. Everybody, let me do a little intro for it. I'm reacting to a video I did, I want to say 2 years ago. I think. Holy shit, that was a long time ago. It was at least a year ago, but still. I was about to start playing Star Wars: The Old Knights of the Old Republic 2, and I wanted to do a little trailer to kind of hype up viewership for the new series. Now, Friendly Fire On has decided to view it for an inconsistency I knew was there. He missed the inconsistency that I knew was there, but spotted 3 inconsistencies I didn't know were there. So now I need to look. I need to see so I know what to avoid next time I film a video like this. This is my first live action filming of any kind, really. And I was pretty proud of it. Oh, no. I wasn't trying to change the view speed. I was trying to change quality. Why don't you let me change quality? Oh, it's because I'm watching it in this window. Hold on. Do it here. Oh yeah, see that already looks way better. Auto 720. Why would you do that? I uploaded it in HD. Don't do that to me. Okay. First things first. The first thing you're going to notice later on in the video is if you look at my Nintendo Switch on the top of the pink shelf, let me use my mouse to indicate, right here. That's my Nintendo Switch with the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Pro controllers connected to it. Later on, it will be different. Oh, well, thank you, Tennis. I'm not glazing. I'm critiquing my own vid, sir. But Friendly Fire said there were other consistencies. So it was the coffee cup. We can't see it yet. And he said something about stickers. So I don't see any stickers yet. But I need to mark where those are and see where they change. Okay, so coffee cup, handles facing toward me. Not going to talk about that. There is only passion. Okay, everything's still in the same spot. Wait, stickers? I don't see stickers yet. Velcro box, control, remote, discs, the cables. Thing off to the side. I can't tell what it is. Star Wars book. And then my Millennium Falcon in pieces in the back. Okay. Everything's still in the same place. Through power, I gain victory. Oh man, that was so dark. Another critique. I needed better lighting on the Sith in the doorway. Stickers at end of white cables across keyboard. Okay. Through victory. Is it the little red and green one there? On the table right now? I don't even know what those are. Oh, they were the tabs on my lights that I pulled the covers off with. Okay. Okay, now look. Look at the Switch. My bad. It wasn't red and blue. I have the green and blue controllers on the Switch now. In the background. That was the one I noticed. Like, while filming and decided to leave in there. It haunts me to this day, but I was tired. And that was because I had filmed that portion the first time with the correct controllers. But I don't know if it was just the head angle seemed a little off or something like that. I didn't like it. Went in, I refilmed, but I had changed my Nintendo Switch controllers before the second time. I mean, a storytime vid. Well, I mean, this is kind of like that. It's a reaction video, but hey, guys, you want to see the video that turned Joshua onto the channel? It's this one.
Teaching a child is hard. How much harder will it be for an adult to learn the ways of the Jedi?
Has anybody else had that moment where they pick up an old drink, take a sip, and just immediately like, whoa, this isn't good? There's the one time I did it on camera. Never again. I managed my Coke cans after that. Anyway, that was a fun time. Now, the next video we're going to be doing is the death battle between Omni-Man and Bardock. Oh my god. Wrong button. Give me the... This mouse, this trackpad is annoying. Okay, so Omni-Man versus Bardock. All right. There's some spit in that cup. All right. Okay. Let me click it and pause it immediately. Okay, pause immediately. All right, everybody. So we're going to be reacting to Death Battle's battle between Omni-Man and Bardock. I chose this one because I have a fair amount of like I understand enough about both Omni-Man and Bardock that I can give myself a little bit of a prediction. With the Godzilla one, I did not know nearly how deep Godzilla's lore went. So that flood of information, I was almost paralyzed. But all right, Turtle, come back in about 30 minutes. Spoilers out there. I'm gonna start talking about Bardock first. Gives Turtle time. So with Bardock, I know Bardock is Goku's father. He was destroyed by Frieza when Frieza was destroying Planet Vegeta. Now, there was another story about that, and I don't know if it's canon or not, where when he got blasted by Frieza, he apparently got blasted back in time. And because he knew that Frieza was eventually going to overthrow the planet, he basically took over Planet Vegeta or something like that. He became Super Saiyan, the first Super Saiyan in that timeline, and like basically waited for Frieza to appear. I'll cut out when they talk about Omni. Okay. Invincible is awesome. It's a great show. Yeah, it is a different timeline. So what I know about Bardock is because he's a Saiyan, anytime he is beaten within an inch of his life, he gets stronger. That's the way Saiyans work. However, he does also learn to calm himself in that altered timeline. So similar to how Goku learns how to increase his power without having to be beaten within an inch of his life. But being beaten down does also accelerate his growth. Now here's the thing. Saiyans live a long, long time. But their scaling and power level is entirely dependent on their training. You can be an old Saiyan and still be a weak Saiyan. King Vegeta was trash compared to our younger Saiyans that we follow in the show. Now we're going to start talking about Omni-Man and my predictions here. Omni-Man, I know I've seen season 1 and 2 of Invincible. From what I understand, the only way to kill a Viltrumite is to throw them into the sun, which I believe Bardock is capable of doing. Now, one thing I think is going to be a key advantage to Bardock fighting Omni-Man is that Bardock is not reliant on his age in order to increase his power level and his strength. Omni-Man is. From what I understand, Viltrumites, their age is their power level. They consistently get stronger the older they get. I don't think they have ways of scaling that up any faster, from what I've seen of the lore. So I'm going to guess that Bardock takes the win here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I hope Bardock wins because I'm a big Dragon Ball stan. Invincible's good. Don't get me wrong. But it's not going to be Dragon Ball for me. Not in my fandom brain. So let's go ahead and get things started.
Fight!
Oh, immediate? Jesus. Okay. All right.
Omni-Man versus Bardock, the ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade, with his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
By the way, I want to call out
Viltrum.
J.K. Simmons did an absolutely phenomenal job voicing this character. J.K. Simmons is just a good actor, period. But it's just so perfect, the voice acting.
Which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe, even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away.
Okay.
Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Jesus.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't
God.
really need to rush supercluster in hours.
Times.
Anyway, the older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh, only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support...
This is making me very nervous for Bardock. Because he is a Saiyan. And Saiyans are capable of getting really, 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 really strong. To even beat these numbers. But I don't know about him. Specifically. I don't think he's ever hit this level. So we'll see. I don't know. I hope. Just because I'm a Dragon Ball nerd. But we'll see.
Such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers, Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitched frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood.
Of
Thanks to
course.
his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug lady, he banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people
Oh,
are,
wait, no,
Mark
stop.
wasn't the only
What?
one he was trying to convince, if you catch.
Yeah, that does actually happen. I don't know if you guys have watched Invincible, but that was actually a thing, and my immediate reaction was, "What?" I guess because he had, you know, interspecies relationships with a human and ended up having a strong Viltrumite child. He was like, I wonder what this combination would make. Maybe. I don't know. I have to watch season 3. I really need to. But yeah, that was a thing.
My drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
So I guess if that doesn't turn out, he can
In the
just
far
try again.
reaches of the
'cause he has
cosmos
those
laid a world with a
forever
people
long.
like no other. Born and raised to do just one thing.
Okay.
Fight. The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist much.
Exactly. Their
Yeah.
pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock. He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
Hey,
what does
welcome
that
back,
make
Mr.
Turles?
Devs.
Who?
Ahem. Bardock was a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock
Yep.
was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Gine, and had
Right.
2 sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a ki-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, Someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000.
Okay.
This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training was 10,000. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense, given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
Oh, this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, cheerio!
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to Planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the Tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection.
Right.
A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died. Or did he? Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these 2 who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah, 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 non-canon, whatever. He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off,
so him
he
surviving
went
is
Super
canon.
Saiyan. What?
All right, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection, victory, failure, love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and...
So, but this... Are they going to let him go Super Saiyan for the fight? Because I really don't know if this is canon or not. I really want it to be canon, because it gives him a chance. We'll see.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud.
Oh,
Shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
And joining you in that support is the first ever sponsor for an independent death metal episode, Manscaped.
Manscaped's newest masterpiece is the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in forged gold. Talk about a fancy name.
This special edition trimmer is the perfect tool for the golden era of hair grooming, where precision, luxury, and performance meet. There's limited quantities available, so you need to pick one up soon.
If you're anything like me, your scruff grows all over the place way too fast. Or maybe you get that itchy scraggle Wiz has. Yeah. Either way, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Gold comes with 2 blades for any occasion, a trimmer and a foil. And look at it! It's so slick!
It's waterproof, of course, and the new LED light illuminates even the trickiest spots.
We're
while
not
adding a
going to
touch
talk
of
about
elegance to your
Goku
routine.
versus
Join the 10
Superman.
million
I saw
men
that
worldwide
one.
who trust Manscaped for all their grooming
And-
needs. Get the special edition Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in forged gold while supplies last.
Get 20% off plus
Disappointing.
free shipping with the code
That's all I'm gonna say.
DEATHBATTLE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code DEATHBATTLE at manscaped.com.
Thanks to Manscaped for helping our fans and members support the channel. Seriously, show them some love by clicking the link below.
You're welcome. I need the fight now. Thank you. Awesome.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Great. Another gross bug planet.
There's plenty of those in the Dragon Ball universe.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me!
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
My son would kick his ass!
Yeah.
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
Uh-oh. Moonlight.
You see the real power of a Saiyan.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
The voice actor for this is doing great. For J.K. Simmons. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Oh no! He smacked him with his own tail. That is some disrespectful shit he would do.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my war.
Yeah. He doesn't get any stronger, but I don't know.
Your time is up! Saiyan!
I guess not.
Saiyan. Remember it.
Is it not a KO?
Fuck.
Okay. All right.
Okay, these These Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed. Much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar. Until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons.
That's 24 zeros!
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
Yep,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
He doesn't get
Saiyans like
tired.
Bardock can
Yeah.
fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the bar. Duck.
The winner is Omni-Man.
But I will say,
Time on
Hold on.
Death Battle.
I do want to say they did a good job picking these 2 to go head to head, because had they picked either Vegeta or Goku, it would have been so damn one-sided. Just because the gap was closing in power and strength with just the one Super Saiyan transformation. So if you did a Super Saiyan 3 against the Viltrumite, Viltrumite would get dusted. Because I believe base form to Super Saiyan is like a 300 times increase in power. And then it's like another 300 every form after that. He'd be stupid strong. Any Saiyan past Super Saiyan 1 would be stupid strong and able to beat a Viltrumite. So I think that was a really good matchup, a good pairing that they did there. I'm sad that Bardock didn't win. But it makes sense. I'll accept it. Just don't like it. But fair enough. It was a dad versus dad thing for sure. That is a good point. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Comment, like, subscribe. Catch you guys next time. And now for the stream, everybody. I gotta go hit the head real quick, and I'll be right back. And maybe we'll knock out a couple more reactions or something. since I'm in a different setup, I'm not going to be playing Kingdom Hearts like originally planned. So see you guys in a minute. Okay, so here's the deal, everybody. I'm not done. Don't worry, I'm not done. But my energy is starting to wane, and I am starting to. This sickness I have is starting to give me some kind of like sinus headache, but I have a few minutes left in me. So I did hear. Well, hold on. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Okay, I'm back. So here's the thing. I had a story time planned a few weeks ago that I just haven't recorded yet. And I guess there's really no better time to do it than now. I have enough energy. I already have it planned into my head how I'm going to tell the story. So let me go ahead and get this in full screen. In typical story time fashion. And then I'm going to head to bed and try to sleep off whatever this is that's been kicking my ass all day. Oh, jeez. Come on. All right. Expand. I should have brought a mouse. Okay. There we go, everybody. So, story time. Copyright free music. Yeah, for real. So here's the story. I'm going to give you, it's technically two stories in one, but that's kind of because there's a moral theme I want to communicate throughout this story time. I've had 3 instances in my life where I found myself in a very life-threatening situation. I don't count allergic reactions because I had the things available to me to pretty much at all times to take care of those situations. Like, it never got so out of hand that I was really in danger. But these 3 situations, 2 of them tie to the moral of today's story. The one that does not tie to the moral of the story is just a fun story. So I took Tai Chi Broadsword in college. And when we did Tai Chi Broadsword in college, we had like 2-pound steel broadswords that we practiced with all side by side in rows like you would typically see in a martial arts studio. One day we were all doing our forms side by side, the way we usually do. We keep our spacing. We don't want to smack somebody with a sword on accident, right? Steel sword. Well, one day we had finished like this overhead sweep move, right? With our weapon. And I don't know if it was Spidey sense or what. I just had this feeling on the top of my head that told me to go like this really fast. And in that split second, I just saw a sword pass right by my face. So I literally could have been ended right there. Just like a sword right through the top of my head. But that's not the story that ties into the moral I want to communicate. So the first story I'm going to tell you was another story from when I worked as a lifeguard at the pool. The pool I was working at was an indoor pool. It was very warm. It was it was heat controlled. And one of the responsibilities we had as a lifeguard was, between times of being open, like once a week, maybe twice, we would take this giant vacuum at the end of a very long pole, stick it down into the water as far as it'll go, and push it along the bottom to suck up any, dirt, grime, stuff that might have collected at the bottom of the 11-foot section of the pool. Happens a lot. And, you know, it was so deep that I only had maybe 3 feet of pole out of the water. So it was really hard to push it across the pool. It was a lot of resistance from the water and it suctioned to the bottom. So it just made it a pain in the ass. So I said, okay, well, what I can do is I can take my guard tube, you know, the big red tube all lifeguards have. I tied that to the top of the pole so that it wouldn't fall into the water. And what I would do was I would dive down to the bottom of the 11-foot section of the pool and I pushed the vacuum along the bottom of the pool. I dive down, push, kick up, go back to the top, take a few breaths of air, and do it all over again. It was like third or fourth dive. I got back to the top, took a few breaths, dove back down. As soon as I got to the bottom, I had this feeling in my lungs that just said, "You're out of air." I had my lungs were full of air, and I felt like I was suffocating immediately. So I immediately abandoned, kicked off the bottom, and just was kicking and just pulling water down to get myself up, right? By the time I got to the lane lines, because, you know, swimming pools have lane lines for people to keep track of where they are so that they don't swim into each other's lanes. These things float. You can put an arm on them. You can hold on. They'll help you stay up, right? By the time I got to this lane line, I'm looking at the lane line and I have... Let me see if I can do that. I can see this much. This was my vision right before my head came out of the water. I've hooked my arm around the lane line and just started taking the deepest breaths I could. All right, is stream back up, everybody? Stream back up. It just cut out. Let me check stream. It would pick now, wouldn't it? Okay, stream's working again. Okay, so yeah. You got to the point where I showed my vision, okay? So that's all that's all I could see. By the time my head came out of the water, that's all I could see. I hooked my arm around the lane line and just started sucking in as much air as I could. But the part I hadn't told you guys yet. I was alone. Line. You guys. Literally half a second later, I would have passed out underwater. And nobody was going to find me for another 12 hours. There would have been nobody to rescue me. So, I've only told that story a few times, and it still fucks me up a little bit, just gonna be honest. Just knowing I was that close to not being here. Second story. Not as dire. Still pretty bad. I was floating down the Comal River on a tube. This is a normal thing in Texas. A lot of people in Texas go to the Comal, Guadalupe, any of the big main rivers, get on a tube, and just ride down it for hours. Okay? Now, Comal also had this section that was set up to basically create a chute. They funneled the water into a choke point, and it shot you out the other end. Now, that part wasn't a problem. Also, lifeguard at the time. So, I could swim. I knew my way around water. Pretty damn confident, right? Go out the chute, no issues. Just floating. I was like, okay, all right, that was fun. Awesome. I turn. And the next thing I see is there's a section of the water ahead of me that is, just calm sailing. And then there was another section that was just a little bit of rapids. And when I tell you a little bit of rapids, from my point of view, it looked like the rapids only went for maybe 5 feet in distance. So I was like, screw it. I'll just kind of like bump over this and it wouldn't be an issue. No, I was immediately tossed off of my tube. And next thing I knew, because it happened so freaking fast, I was tumbling over and over underwater through these rapids. Like, I just looked like a wheel of a person going through this rapid. And when the water pressure is so high that you lose control of yourself, scary as hell. If that wasn't enough, I crack my head on one of the rocks as I'm going through. Hurt like a bitch, for one. But thankfully, I kept holding my breath. And I want to say maybe a good 2-3 seconds later, I was out of it. I was out of the chute. I was out of the rapids. I grabbed my tube because it had floated away a bit, but I swam over to it, got on the tube, and just kind of took a second. Like, had I racked my head just a little harder in those rapids, I could have been unconsciously sucking in water. And then again, I came that close to not being here anymore. And the lesson I want to tell you, I want to communicate through these stories is, be careful of being too confident. Be careful of overconfidence. I didn't go to the hospital. I had a very, very small scratch on my scalp. It hurt more than it actually did damage. It just didn't feel very good. But anytime you're in a situation that is dangerous, it doesn't matter how many times you've been in that situation before. It doesn't matter how much you think you can handle that dangerous situation. Consider whether it's necessary to find yourself in that situation. Whether it's necessary to find yourself in that situation. And if there is a level of risk of you dying in that situation, weigh the cost. What are you going to achieve against all of the things that will be lost to your loved ones, those around you, yourself, if you don't make it to the other end? When I think about it, and it's what really put this into perspective for me, was just looking at the things I've done in my life since that point. Since the time I almost died in the pool, I've gotten married to my high school sweetheart, love of my life. I've had one beautiful baby boy with that wife. I've developed incredibly strong bonds with her family, my family. I've started this YouTube channel. I've met great people. None of those things would have happened if I didn't narrowly miss death in those moments. So, if you feel really confident in doing something extremely dangerous that has the potential to cost you your life, err on the side of caution. This isn't to say if you're in a situation where someone starts shooting up a movie theater, you don't question whether or not you jump in front of your loved ones to catch a bullet. That's protection. That is love for your family. Me getting frustrated with the method in which I was vacuuming a pool was not worth that almost sacrifice of myself. I know this is a really heavy topic, and I really appreciate you guys listening. But every day we see stories of people who've made mistakes, but every the people who've made mistakes, senseless mistakes, just testing their own mortality for little to no reward, and losing that test. And I would hate for any of you who've heard this story to lose your life because you were confident that that fatal possibility could never happen to you. Because it can. When they almost happened to me, I felt like a master of the water. I was quickly humbled. Very quickly. Oh, yeah. I would agree. The way I decided to do it, that was dangerous. Very dumb thing to do. But I was so confident in my ability to swim that I thought, this is just a normal thing. The chance of drowning underwater, that's for not lifeguards. It's not true. There are people who are far more skilled than me at swimming, diving, that have lost their lives because our physiology, the way water behaves, is some lungs of air. And I felt like I was suffocating. I didn't realize that I could hyperventilate myself so much that I could pass out because I had too much oxygen in my body. Teenagers do feel they strong. That is very true. And unfortunately, I was also one of those kids, one of those teenagers who needed to have an accident on a skateboarding ramp to finally realize, oh, yeah, I should wear a helmet. Because when the board shoots out from under you and your head goes whip crack right against a steel ramp, you realize real fast how important a helmet is. That hurt like hell. But yeah, just This helps me kind of put that into perspective, and I hope that any of you listening can take this little bit of wisdom with you when you find yourself in a risky situation, and maybe it'll help you decide best not to test it. So, thank you guys for listening. Is Amathorian a bank? What? If I donate enough money, then request some back, then Amathorian has a bank. I mean, kind of. I'm not gonna invest your money. Oh shit, maybe I will. Actually, I'd invested in the channel. So technically, kind of. So when we were in Hawaii, well, we were playing with 7-foot waves. I felt so confident I went out there 9 years strong until I got cut under and had to hold a rock for dear life the next wave carried me out of. Yeah, that's Riptide. Riptide can absolutely kill you. That's definitely the part. That's what I was referencing with the behavior of water being unpredictable. One of the actors from what was it called? What show was it? The Cosby Show? He recently passed away because he got pulled out by Riptide. Diving, snorkeling, all this stuff that he was doing were things that he normally does. But the Riptide pulled him out. And he wasn't able to get out of it in time to save himself. Ameth coin? God, I don't need to be another Haktua girl, okay? I don't think I'm going to play around with any types of coins. Especially not tied to my name. Diversify my portfolio exclusively in random MMOs. Goon Girl coin? Oh god. Alright. Chat has gone south. They're trying to turn me into a Bitcoin scammer. But that is amazing that that you survived that. There's a lot of people who don't. And I don't think that was an error on your part. That's just Riptide just happens out of nowhere sometimes. But thankfully you had that Super Saiyan grip to hold that rock and not get sucked all the way out to where you couldn't recover. But again, thank you, everybody. That's about, I would say, the last of my energy for tonight. Whatever's kicking my ass, I hope it's better by tomorrow evening. Because we got Pokemon to do. But for now, I need to get some sleep. So, have a wonderful morning, day, evening, and good night. And I'll see you all in the next stream.